The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Bella Chen walked through the crystalline doors. Her boots echoed against the polished obsidian floor, each step measured and deliberate. Around her, representatives from 47 species watched with eyes ranging from curious to contemptuous. The humans were newcomers to the galactic stage, barely a century since first contact, and many still viewed them as primitive warmongers. Bella took her seat at the circular table, her dark eyes scanning the assembly. Across from her sat the Vorath delegation, their scaled faces impassive, their clawed hands folded neatly on the table. They had requested this emergency session, and everyone knew why. "The chair recognizes Ambassador Bella Chen of Earth," announced the council arbiter, a floating energy being that shimmered like northern lights. Bella stood, her voice clear and steady. "Thank you, Arbiter. I understand the Vorath Collective has brought charges against humanity." Supreme Commander Thexval of the Vorath rose, his impressive height casting shadows across the chamber. "Indeed. 3 days ago, human vessels attacked and destroyed the Vorath colony ship Eternal Harmony near the Kepler 442 system. 2,000 civilians perished. We demand immediate reparations and the surrender of the commanding officer." Murmurs rippled through the assembly. The crystalline Elthari chimed their disapproval. The gaseous Nefari swirled with agitation. War between council members was forbidden, and humanity had just signed the Galactic Accord only 5 years prior. Bella remained standing, her expression unchanged. The Vorath commander neglects to mention important context. "Would the council like to see our evidence?" "Objection," Thexval hissed. "This is a transparent delay tactic. The facts are clear. Show us," the arbiter commanded. Bella nodded to her aide, Kanat, a young human officer with sharp features and calculating eyes. He activated the holographic display at the chamber's center. The image materialized. A small human colony on Refuge 7, prefabricated structures scattered across a green valley. Children played in courtyards. Farmers tended crops. Refuge 7, Bella explained. Population 412 humans. Established 6 years ago under proper council colonization protocols. 3 weeks ago this happened. The hologram shifted. Vorath warships descended from orbit, their weapons hot. What followed made even the most battle-hardened species in the chamber recoil. The bombardment was systematic, thorough, and utterly merciless. The recording captured everything. The screams, the fire, the children running toward shelters that would become their tombs. When the hologram finally faded, the chamber was silent as a grave. Bella's voice cut through the stillness like a blade. 412 civilians. Not soldiers, not combatants, civilians, men, women, and children. The Vorath claimed the planet was in disputed territory. Our records show otherwise. But let's say for argument's sake that it was disputed. Does the council consider this an appropriate response to a territorial disagreement? Thexval's scales flushed purple with anger. That colony was an illegal encroachment into Vorath expansion zones. We warned humanity repeatedly. "You murdered children," Kanat interrupted, his voice low and dangerous. "You didn't warn the colonists. You didn't give them time to evacuate. You burned them alive while they slept." "Aide Kanat," the arbiter said gently, "please maintain decorum." Kanat bowed his head, but his jaw remained clenched. Bella continued. "The Vorath then sent the Eternal Harmony to establish their own colony on Refuge 7's ashes. Our fleet intercepted them before they could land. We hailed them 73 times, offering them one chance to turn back. They refused. They opened fire first." She let that sink in before adding, "And when our ships disabled their weapons, when we could have boarded and arrested them, Commander Thexval himself sent a transmission to our fleet admiral." She nodded to Kanat again. The hologram displayed Thexval's sneering face. His recorded voice echoed through the chamber. "Your pathetic colony squealed so beautifully when they burned. We will build our nurseries on their bones. Come, humans, show us how you negotiate." The recording ended. The chamber erupted. Species shouted in languages that universal translators struggled to process. The arbiter pulsed with brilliant light, demanding order. Bella waited until the chaos subsided. Then she spoke, and her words carried the weight of Earth's collective fury. "The galaxy operates on rules, treaties, negotiations, compromises. Humanity learned these rules. We joined your council. We signed your accords. We tried to be good neighbors." She paused, letting her gaze sweep across every delegation. "But we need you all to understand something fundamental about my species. We will negotiate trade disputes. We will compromise on border demarcations. We will discuss resource allocations until we're blue in the face. Her voice dropped to barely above a whisper, yet somehow it filled the vast chamber. But we do not negotiate with murderers, not now. Not ever. Thexval slammed his claws on the table. You dare lecture us? Humanity's own history is drenched in blood. Your wars, your genocides? Yes, Bella interrupted quietly. Our history is soaked in blood. We know what monsters look like, Commander. We've stared into that abyss, and some of us became monsters ourselves. We learned through terrible pain what happens when evil is allowed to prosper, when mass murder is met with appeasement, when genocide is answered with negotiation. She stepped forward, and despite being half Thexval's height, she seemed to tower over him. Never again. Those two words are carved into humanity's soul. When we said them, we meant them. Not just for our own people, but for anyone under our protection. 412 humans died on Refuge 7. We don't negotiate over their graves. We don't compromise with their killers. We don't discuss reparations with those who would build nurseries on their bones. The Arbiter's light dimmed thoughtfully. Ambassador Chen, what is humanity's position? Bella straightened. The Vorath Collective has 3 choices. 1. Surrender Commander Thexval and all personnel involved in the Refuge 7 massacre for trial under council law. 2. Accept a permanent ban from human-controlled space and supervised monitoring of all Vorath colony ships. 3. Refuse both options and face humanity's full response. You threaten war? The Elthari representative chimed in alarm. No, Kanat answered, his eyes fixed on Thexval. We promise justice. The Arbiter considered this. The Council will deliberate. Both delegations are dismissed while we— That won't be necessary, another voice interrupted. A smaller Vorath wearing the insignia of their High Parliament stood. The Vorath government has just voted. Commander Thexval and his officers are hereby remanded to Council custody. They acted without authorization. They do not represent Vorath values. Thexval's roar of betrayal echoed off the chamber walls as security drones moved in. Later, as Bella and Kanat walked back to their ship, the young officer finally spoke. Do you think they'll remember this? Bella looked up at the stars, at the vast galaxy that humanity now called home. Yes, they'll remember that humans can be diplomatic, friendly, even generous. But they'll also remember that we have lines we won't cross and principles we won't compromise. Never again, Kanat said softly. Never again, Bella echoed. Behind them, the Galactic Council chamber buzzed with a new understanding. Humanity had proven they could follow the rules, respect the laws, and work within the system. But they had also proven something far more important. Some things were non-negotiable, and those who forgot that lesson did so at their own peril. The galaxy had been warned.